everyone. It is Self Care Sunday. Sunday, Self Care Edition. How are you tonight? What are you and you? But most importantly, you. Yes, you. What are you grateful for tonight? Tell me about it. That is what we want to know. That is what we want to know tonight. On this Sunday, the third already of December. December already. Can you believe it, people? Can you believe it? I can't believe we are here in December already. Hey, Terry, how are you? How are things in Florida? Hopefully, it is nice and the cash register is jingling too. It's a lovely season for a jingling cash register. Nobody, they will never have me sing Christmas tunes, but I hope your register is singing them to you as we start off December. And traffic is picking up. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. That is awesome. That is awesome. That's what it all starts with. If we get them in, we see what happens. And meet you. Amazing things will happen. That is something we know all too well. A busy Saturday for Rose. So yes, traffic is good in Florida. You know, I'll tell you a story, Rose. Well, let me first remind everybody we are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. Both Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with Facebook? Hop on right over to YouTube. Ryland's got the link there for you in the show comments. A busy Saturday. Well, I got to tell you, Rose, I got to make you laugh. You freaked Cassandra out there. She was scrolling social media one day this weekend, and she saw the picture of the purse you had with all the snow, and she's like, "It's snowing in Florida." The winter Percy, and I'm like, "Hey, that social media." I said, "I don't think it's I don't think it's but I do believe Rose, is getting good with the Canva and getting good with her display. I uh, I etiquette photo room, magic photo room. Yes, yes. Well, that is the magic. It looked good. It looked good, and hopefully it sold that purse. But it certainly did make it look like it was sitting in the snow up here. And granted, anybody else can have the snow, but us. We certainly had our share of rain this weekend. It was a rainy, cool weekend here in the north, and we had a lot of water. You see a lot of water on the roads, and you see a lot of water taking Luna out for a walk there. There's a lot of water in the grass tonight. So there is. Well, let's get started with our Stay Positive book. Let's stay positive, people. Let's flip over to December and see what the third's got for us. A mantra for impermanence. My situation is temporary. Nothing is permanent, not even our problems. Well, that is the truth. That is the truth. Last week seemed to be like full moon everything. 80 degrees there. I like 80 degrees. Especially if there's a little breeze with it, Rose. I do like that. I do like that. So, how was November? How did November shape up? We have turned the corner here. We are in that final month, that 12th month of the year, which means 1/12 of your year still remains. But hopefully, November rocked it for you. We've heard a lot of good reports from stores with strong customer flow in November. Hey, Kitty, how are you? Great to have you here tonight live. Hope all is well in Illinois. I hope all is well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that November was down, but you had a couple of days there, Rose, where you were closed or had some issues. So you had a couple things riding against you in November. So, but you're working it hard and you're working the social hard to get that up and going. Your November sales were up a lot. I love hearing you say that, Gary. That makes me smile. That is awesome. I love hearing that. If you build it, they will come. And I love hearing that you had a strong November. Overall, that is what we are hearing. Well, I'm glad you were better than October. Yes, the social does bring them in. It's more than the social, it's the communication. So communication with your customers, email, text, social, is so incredibly important. And I wouldn't discount old-fashioned mail. In my own stores, we still mail out birthday postcards, get us people in, and they love the physical card that they get us from. So I gotta say, don't discount. It's all part of an overall marketing strategy, not just one thing. It is many things that brings them in and brings them in. So the topic tonight is the end of the year. The end of the year. The end of the year is coming. It's scary to talk about the end of the year at the beginning of December at any point. Uh, right. Text and email work great for you. And I know you text always brings them to you, and email is a great tool. And it doesn't have to be giving something away. It's just that touch. Our customers are huge. So, my as we're hitting December, I don't. Well, I want you to be prepared for the end of the year. I also want you to work strong. This is 1/12 of your year. 1/12. A little more, a little less than 10%. So a little less than 10% of your year is still to be made. A little less than 10% of your business year is yet to come. So you've got a great opportunity to knock it out of the park. Okay? It used to be that in retail, especially in the retail industry, people wrote off December as a terrible month because people always wanted new. Well, now in retail, you have so much new with tags. You have so much that's unique. Okay, even besides the stuff that you have that's new with tags or new in box or new whatever, there's so much that's unique, truly unique and special that giving secondhand is giving good quality. And so shopping secondhand for the holidays is not looked upon negatively. It is actually quite positive. So you can have a month here, and it's just a little less than 10% of your year. Okay, it's still to be made. And so don't write off December. Keep it happening. April, how are you? Are you feeling any better? I hope you're feeling better tonight. I hope you're feeling better. It is great to have you here live tonight, Miss April. I hope my heart goes out to you. I hope you're feeling better. Um, so don't write off December. Not worse. So that's a start. That is a positive attitude. That's a positive attitude. Not worse. That is a start. Let's start on better. Okay. So but we do need to think about, okay, with the year coming to a close. The two things that are certain. Great guy, yes. Hey, that's a great idea, world. They do fly off themselves. We're gonna have a hard time selling for them then. What you get, and else, but they love quality things. They love, men love their quality stuff. And especially, you get some great things in. So, but one of the things I did want to talk about tonight to start preparing, dropping the seeds into your mind is the end of the year is coming. And that means that we start needing to think about tax preparation, okay? And not even tax preparation, but tax strategy. Hey, Florida Angie, great to have you here live. Great to have you here live tonight. And you can do to minimize your tax bill. Things you can do to minimize your tax bill. So let me start that with one spending thing that does not work. Okay, and one spending thing that people think is a great thing. It is a great thing. Okay, I don't want to diminish this. It is a great thing, but it doesn't help your tax bill. And that's paying off debt. Okay, paying off debt is an absolute great thing. Okay, we don't like to, Angie and I don't like to encourage debt. Okay, and paying off and paying down your debt is a great thing. It does not decrease your tax bill. Okay, because that is not an expense. Paying down the loan is not an expense. The interest is a business expense, but the loan itself already was an expense because you bought a vehicle, you bought machinery, you bought computers, you did things for you, you did a renovation. That expense happened a long time ago. Okay, and instead of using cash, you created this loan, a liability, whether it's a credit card or it's a bank loan, or whether it's your SBA loan from the pandemic, whatever the case may be, paying down debt does not, in and of itself, okay, reduce cash. It does not reduce taxes at the end of the year. It actually has no effect on your taxes at the end of the year for all intents and purposes. I mean, it has some columns with reducing debt and things, but from an income perspective, it does nothing. And I could spend a whole night just talking about how that happens, okay? Because that's one of the biggest reasons sometimes where store owners feel like in April, they're looking at their taxes and their taxes say that they made all this money, but they don't have it. And it's because they paid all this money towards debt. And it changed their tax law. So know that. Uh, hey, Cindy, how are you? Great to have you here live tonight. Um, so that is a first. But there are lots of things to spend money, and I'm not. So as you look at reducing taxable income from here, I am not saying go blow money to spend money. But if we can minimize our tax implications, okay, and what we do with the tax plan, I want you to pay what you owe, but I don't want you to have to pay it anymore. So that can be ordering supplies that you know you're going to need in the first part of the year. So if you're going to need in the first quarter, you're going to need paper, you're going to need any number of office supplies, toner, any kind of expenses that you can bring into 2023 that you know you're going to have in the first part of 2024. Uh, this is not, I am not, April, you are sick. You are sick and ill. This does not mean it's a yes day. It does not mean it's a yes day. Okay, I am encouraging everyone. Yes day, this taxable income. This can be paying your rent early. Okay, paying January's rent in December. Yes, these are one-time things, but these one-time things, if 2023 was a great year for you, if 2023 was a great, amazing year for you, okay, 2023 was an amazing year for you, um, then spending on some things would be warranted. And spending now versus in 2024 is helpful. So prepaying rent, prepaying utilities, um, any any bills that you can bring in to 2023 is fair game except for debt payments. Debt payments don't get you anywhere. And so things like that um, do help reduce your taxable income, and that's what this is about. Okay, not to yes days. You and Angie are ganging up on me. I wanted to go. Oh, I wanted to have our winter retreat. I heard you weren't helping me, so I tried. Uh, that's sort of a yes day. Our holiday retreat. Uh, and do something fun. But we'll do it. But yes, so yes, you have to travel. I mean, we don't have a next level conference scheduled yet, but your next level conference will be playing that at a time. Yes, I mean, we have people that we actually have people that hire us for on sites in the first part of next year that they have been this year. So that is something we run into every year. With people that are paying us. That is an example of store owners doing that for their prepaid 2024 consulting services. And that's fine. I'm not here to encourage you, give everybody else. I'm just using it as an example. So anything that you can prepay that's not debt, okay, because debt payments are not decreasing your taxable income. They are only decreasing your tax. They're only decreasing your tax. Um, but I think all indications are 2024 will continue to be a strong year for resale and continue to be that way. But I do want little things do make a big difference in reducing your tax bill. And if we can minimize it now, now's the time to be thinking about it. Making retirement contributions is another great way to think your retirement. None of us are getting any younger. None of us are getting any younger. Um, you know, and next year, big one. So none of us are getting any younger here. So saving for retirement is a good investment as well. Um, and it is a good use of cash, reduces taxable income. Um, and these are the things that we want to think about now. You don't want to be talking to your accountant about it in April. So often, I'm getting the call, depending on your tax situation. Some people have to file their corporate returns in March. Some people that are filing in April. Some people that are doing extensions. I understand it, but it's just kicking the can down the road. And then they're calling me later in the year because the end of the road is there. So, but now is the time to be thinking about it. Now is the time to be thinking about it. What you can pay, what expenses you can bring into this year. And again, most things are fair game except for debt. And a debt payment reduces the debt, reduces cash, but debt payments are not an expense because the actual taxable expense already happened. There is an awesome worksheet. There is an awesome worksheet. If you are a next level member, you have an awesome worksheet program that you can find with all sorts of ideas, make your mind think, about and all sorts of things. Promotional items is a great one. Angie likes to order promotional items, and that can from nail files to pens, all sorts of things. Have that on it. April is feeling better. She's able to come up with answers for me and help me out. So, that types types of things are great. Those types of things are really good, and you help with that. You help, because that's minimizing to the tax man. I don't want you to keep the tax man, but minimizing what you pay to the tax man. And before you know it, we will be rounding the corner here to 2024. So that's why we wanted to get out in front of this here at the beginning of the month. One, to remind you that you still got a month left of this sale. Make the best of it. Nearly 10% of your sales is this month. So make the best of it. Okay. And uh, make those expenses. Maybe you need a new computer for one of your locations. Maybe you need a new credit card terminal. Maybe you're going to take your staff on a retreat. Okay, to recap the year and plan for 2024. Dealing with those expenses now and taking them on now is a great way, okay, to legitimately and honestly reduce your tax bill, okay, and that is what it's all about. But do not forget that debt payments aren't not reducing tax bills, only reduce your cash and then reduce your debt. And I love reducing debt. I absolutely love reducing debt, but I don't want you to get because that is a call I get every tax season. My accountant says I owe all this money because we made all this money, but I don't have it. And the biggest reason is debt service. So no one understands that. Maybe there's a new line of inventory you want to bring in next year. Bring it in this year. Bring it in and pay for it this year. A new retail line item. Maybe you want to bring in peanut butter cups or the Rice Krispie treats that I've talked about, or some other items. Those are great ways of growing your business and reducing tax liability. And as April said, there's a million more ideas on this worksheet in the program for you that will help with that. That is the idea I wanted to get sitting in your head. That is the idea I wanted to get sitting in your head as we move forward. So, that in mind, you know what else you can keep in mind is this video and everything I talk about. This video and everything I talk about. You're not alone running the story. Like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, ring the bell. Ring it so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with everybody else know in business. The butcher, the baker, everybody run a better business. I'm here every Sunday and Wednesday at 4:18ish. Sunday and Wednesday at 4:18ish. If you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil at nextlevelretail.com, Neil at nextlevelretail.com. We start the program every night with our Spirit of Positive Thinking. Tonight we are on December 3rd. A mantra for impermanence. My situation is temporary. Nothing is permanent, not even my problems. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, an end of year bash. I don't know, call it a New Year's Eve party. We will party, yes, we will. But until then, until Wednesday at 4:18ish, know that you and you, but most importantly, yes, you're not alone running the store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you on Wednesday.